free pro-Trump yard signs. Free poor guy yard signs. Just walked down to the corner store to get myself a pack of smokes. And on the way, there's a guy that has signs in his yard all over the place. And I walk by there and just beyond that, I see a sign taped to a street sign that says free Trump yard signs. And I stopped and I looked at it and it says free Trump yard sign, singular. And I thought, I guess this is meant for me. And I was looking at it and it was going through my mind to cut it down and take it home with me because, well, it looks like it was free. And, well, just about then I heard the guy in his golf cart coming up. He's an older fella. And I looked at him and he was coming. I said, screw this. It's just what's wrong with the world these days. And I'm walking and I see their little stand. They've got a stand set up and the sign, and they've got a guy with a survey sheet. I don't ever like signing surveys. You know, I can vote at the goddamn booth. I don't even like to know how things are going if I'm going to vote, because why be swayed one direction or the other just because I might feel like I want to win, so I might change my mind? Nah. So I crossed the road, got my smokes, come back, and on the signs it said Trump Vance. And it's funny, they got it in blue, so it looks Democratic instead of Republican. And he's coming up to me, and I had time to think of it before he ever got there. Like I said, he's an older man than me, so I'm going to be polite and nice. And there's no getting around him because he's just walking around with trucks, beeping the horn and everything. And I'm like, I sure hope they're flipping him off when they do that, but who knows? It makes them feel good. And I'm just feeling dissatisfied with our nation, where we think that poor guy is a good idea for us. I don't care what you think about the rest of them. Whatever. So he comes up to me, he says, hey, as I'm passing him, I'm like, hey, how do you do, sir? I'm being polite. I don't want any trouble here. And he says, do you want a free Trump sign for your yard? And I looked at it, and I looked at him, and I said, well, you know, there's only one problem with that. And he's like, and he started getting defensive. And he says, what is that? And I said, it's got Vance on it. And he looks, he says, Vance. He says, and then he started feeling good. Like, maybe I just don't like Vance. And he says, who would you rather have on it? And I said, well, I think about it. I said, I would rather see Kinzinger on there. And he says, Kinzinger? I see, you know, Adam, the guy they kicked out of the Republican Party out of his seat, you know, and the one that was on the January 6th Select Committee, he's looking at me and he's confused. He says, why would you want that guy on it? And I said, well, you know, I said, you look at this J.D. Vance character here. I said, he sucked up way too easy to get that slot. I said, you take someone like Trump. I said, he wants a little bit of struggle with the people that love him, you know, and he likes to demean them. I said, Vance was just way too easy. He switched just like that. I said, you take someone like Kinzinger and put him on there. What that tells me is that guy has strength. Trump, that poor guy. I use Trump when I'm talking to these people. They don't need to know what I'm thinking. don't want to argue about his finances in an important conversation like this. I said, you get Kinzinger on that running as his vice president. That shows strength to me. And he said, oh, I said, at least it shows he's got a spine. At least it took some serious thought and serious persuasion, some serious coercion. And he looked at me down. He's not sure how the word coercion fits in there. I said, some serious coercion and some serious ring kissing. I said, until you can get Kinzinger on that, I said, I don't want that sign. Thanks, good luck. And I walked away and left him standing there blinking, because you gotta admit, it makes sense. You want Vance on your ticket?